What is up, fishing friends? We are out here on the lake today. It is a late winter, gray, misty, just bleh day. Fish don't want it today, so we're gonna record some YouTube videos instead for you guys and do a couple real reviews. Just a minute ago, I did a review on the X10 Rapid Viper. We are going to jump in and do a review about its big brother in what may be my favorite rod that Megabass builds right now, at least of all the ones I've tried. This is going to be the X10 Bandersnatch. Okay, weird name, awesome rod. I absolutely love this rod. It has become my go-to utility rod. If I am bank beating and it's going to be, I'm taking one rod kind of day, this is the one right here. This rod is going to be a F5 7-foot. It's rated 3/8 to 1 ounce, 10 to 25 pound line. Overall, if you wanted to pick a utility rod, this is going to be the deal, okay? In the X10 line, I prefer this even. I had a P5 Deimos, and I prefer this rod to that Deimos. That Deimos was a little too stiff and a little too fast in action for a lot of things, but the slower taper of this rod, which I believe, and don't quote me on this, I will throw up the specs on it, but I believe this rod is labeled as regular, but it's got a pretty soft tip on it, and it's awesome for chatterbaits, spinnerbaits, things like that. With your jig hook stuff, you're going to have to lean on them a little bit harder just because the tip is softer on this rod. Let me see if I can get this in here. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see that. Let me try to do this one again. Overall, the tip on this rod is pretty soft. I mean, it's flexy, but it could not be a better chatterbait rod, you guys. I don't know if when Megabass was designing this rod, they just had chatterbaits in their mind, but it is the best chatterbait rod that I've ever thrown. It's got a lot of backbone down here. See, once you get about midway down the blank, it just shuts off, and it's got the beef, guys. When you lay the wood to them, it is going to get that hook in them. Like I said, I use this for everything. I mean, literally everything. As you can see here right now, I've got a G-Crack swimmer. Oh no, it's starting to rain. A little drizzle there. The tackle weeb don't like to get wet when he's fishing, y'all. He's a fair weather fisherman. He loves to fish, but don't like to get wet. So y'all can make fun of me down in the comments there. G-Crack bellows swimmer with a owner flashy swimmer. I think this is a 4/0 quarter ounce here. I throw that kind of stuff a lot on it. For the most part, with this being my utility rod, I switch out the reels on it quite a bit, but right now I have one of the new Metaniums on it with a custom handle because I ordered this Metanium from the JDM market. It came with a little shorty, so I got a little longer handle on it here. And since this is my utility rod, I almost always run a 7-gear on it. I like a smaller reel on this rod because it's very light. It's very neutrally balanced. It's not tip heavy, so I don't need to counterbalance anything. I tend to run braid to leader on this rod, not for any reason other than like ultimate flexibility. Like I said, if I'm truck hopping, this is going to be the one, you know. I've also run straight fluorocarbon on it. It's plenty sensitive to run straight fluoro with a bottom contact presentation. I mean, I can't stress enough how good of a utility rod this thing is. Shaky heads, like a 1/4 ounce shaky head with a grande bass rattlesnake, or a not to be that guy, but a bandito bug on a 1/4 ounce, you know, Texas rig. You can make fun of them Googans all you want for being kind of nerds, but them dudes, that bandito bug gets bit, and I'll say that all day right here in front of God and everybody. Chatterbaits, spinnerbaits, T-rigs, free rigs, Mag drafts. Okay, yeah, I threw mag drafts on it. I'm not scared. Especially the treble hook mags or the freestyles. I threw them both. I got away with it. Was it ideal? Probably not, but I did it. This rod is, I feel like I'm gushing about it, guys, but you have to have one to really experience how good this rod is at almost everything. Deep cranks, square bills. I've thrown a small square bill on it, like this Jackal Bling, which is only 5/16 of an ounce. I've thrown that on it a ton. It literally does everything, guys. If don't try to throw a monster swim bait on it, don't try to throw anything super finessey on it, don't try to throw a Ned rig on it. It ain't gonna do that. But if you wanted to throw a weightless Senko, done that on it a million times. The small Senko, it'll load one of those up, the 4-incher, all the way up to the 6. It'll do that. It is a great utility rod, guys. I absolutely urge you to go check one out. I can't think of a bad thing to say about it, other than it's kind of expensive. Price on these comes in at $400. Worth every penny. I, in the future, am going to pick up a dark sleeper so that I can compare it to this rod, because from what I understand, they're going to fish very similar, but it's incredibly light. I will upload the specs and the weight there again so you guys can see them. It's a great rod. You guys, please go check them out and get out there and catch a fish.